Right behind me is a trail to the top of the Appalachian Mountains in Virginia, where the Rake is believed to exist. A skinny, pale, hairless creature that started as a story until people started actually seeing it. We're gonna go hike to the top of this, set up camp, and we're gonna do some searching. I have some plans, some tactics to catch this, and to see if we can get enough evidence to prove that the Rake might actually exist. I'm here with the famous Dank Drew and Ginger. It's like the most famous picture. We're just like a slimy human type figure.
I know a lot of those.
I've heard stories from people who go camping and instead of their campsites, they go to go fish or whatever. They come back, their campsite is now occupied by wild people, like feral people.
Oh, so you're saying it's not a creature, it's just weird people.
Yeah, that's what I think it would be.
Didn't you say it like goes in your dreams?
Yeah, and then it has no eyes and mouth.
We didn't really know anything about it yet, but we did have a call with a Rake expert later to hopefully clear things up. But for now, we just started hiking to the top of the mountain where apparently the most Rake sightings were.
Alright, bro.
It's about 2.5 miles to the top. We're not trying to find the Rake, we're trying to hunt him down. What I was saying is I feel like a lot of these creatures have like very similar descriptions. Like this seems like the same as kind of like the Wendigo and the Skinwalkers.
I don't know how I got it.
All right, so earlier I messaged my good friend Chad Lewis. We met him in the Wendigo video. He's an expert. He's been studying the Wendigo for 20 years. I asked him if he knew anything about the Rake or knew anyone who did. He gave me the email of this guy named Jack Chavez. He basically said he's been studying the Rake and he's currently writing a book on it, which is crazy. Hopefully he'll agree to call. But for now, we just journeyed closer to the top of the mountain. Bro, by the way, I love horror movies so much. I think that's why I like making these videos. I want to make my videos scarier. We gotta actually get hunted down by something and die. The situation we're in right now could potentially be the scariest. Cause like, we're alone in a forest at night, miles away from anything. I think we found a place that's good to set up because it's rocky everywhere, but I think we're good now. And now we can start phase 2 of the plan. First, we set up our tent.
Yeah, the Rake f***ed up our tent.
I hate that guy. As long as we're together. All right, guys, we got the tent set up, kind of.
You're missing some pieces.
This will protect us, though, from the Rake.
Doubt.
Will this protect us from the rain?
Nope.
Then we started reading some of the sightings that happened near where we were at. We finally got the tent set up, kinda. There have been a good amount of stories in the Appalachian Mountains, sightings. This was in 2016. 2 or 3 a.m. in the Appalachian Mountains, and he was driving on one of the back roads right over there. Maybe
We drove on the back roads.
Yeah,
We did that earlier today.
I know. Wait, it gets crazier. There was a passenger in the car, and he turned the corner, and his headlights hit a figure. He said it still gives him chills to this day. This creature was almost in a position that reminded me of a catcher in baseball.
Like this?
Yeah, dude, exactly like that. But he basically said he was very pale and white, very lanky arms, lanky legs, lengthy fingers, I don't know how he saw his fingers. It starts chasing you by entering your dreams, and then you wake up and it's actually there.
Yo, I thought we were supposed to be scared, bro. I'm like, this is funny.
This is what we're looking for. This is what the guy saw on these mountains.
A melted ice cream.
We're gonna go start actually looking. All right, we're leaving the goofballs.
What are you calling goofballs?
So we're looking for him now, but there's a bunch of different theories on how to attract him. So the first theory obviously is the main one, that he's just lurking in these woods and you can just randomly see him. All right, we're basically just gonna try to get a little higher and deeper into the forest. We're turning off path a little bit because I think that's where we would be more likely to actually find something. It is a bit dangerous because we can't see anything, so high likelihood we get lost. But I need to see if the Rake is actually out there. See why people might believe, if there's some other thing out here that people are seeing.
Is that a cliff? Oh my god, that is a cliff.
Bro, we were literally just like cruising straight and there's a giant cliff in front of us. We probably have like the best vantage point possible now. So I'm gonna use the night vision goggles.
Dude, my biggest fear is like falling off a cliff. I dream about that.
Yeah, that's a pretty big fall. Be ashamed if I slipped.
Oh, chill.
Bro, anything around here? Where are you? There we go. So as you can see like trees and stuff. So if there was a creature out here somewhere, we should be able to see it. We didn't really see anything because the camera wasn't working, so we were on to the next way to attract the Rake while still waiting to get a message back from Jack. In some of the sightings, the Rake tries to make contact with your skin, where you'll then be possessed by it. So because of that, people say to not have like your skin out, like not have your skin exposed, like you should be covering up at all times. If we want to attract him, we do the complete opposite of that. So any moment now, the Rake should come out and touch Ethan.
Come on, Rake, don't be shy.
Rake!
That should attract him.
You can put your clothes back on.
Thank you.
I swear I'm not holding him hostage. All right, I mean, the only other really big theory is that it comes for you in your sleep. So I guess we'll just all go to sleep.
We should sleep with the flap open so the Rake feels welcome to come in. As long as he takes his shoes off beforehand.
All right, guys, we're going to sleep. So we went to sleep, woke up at 3 to look around. I mean, Ethan's asleep. I don't think maybe something's in his dream right now. Who knows? Didn't see anything, then went back to sleep, waiting for the call with Jack tomorrow.
Where's Ethan? His sleeping bag is gone. Oh no, it's right here.
Completely soaked. No, he's right there.
What happened?
Bro, we just woke up and you weren't here.
Oh, I mean, it was away.
I thought bro got taken by the Rake.
Well, no one dreamed about the Rake.
I didn't know.
And our tent is flooding. And we're far away from the car.
So we packed up all our wet stuff, started walking back, where I then got on the call with Jack to finally find out the truth.
I've been a paranormal investigator for several years now. The Rake is a creepypasta. You know, basically it's an internet fictional story. But the trouble with that is that people were actually seeing this. These sightings were occurring back in the 90s, back in the 80s, and the Rake was created in 2005.
So basically, the Rake we've been looking for this entire time isn't real, but something similar called a crawler might be.
Crawlers are described as anywhere from 6 to 7 feet tall. They look like they're starving, and they're described as pale, and they have elongated limbs. Another sighting was in Richland, Virginia. He said it was about anywhere between 2 or 3 in the morning.
And he told us about the story that I had mentioned earlier at the top of the mountain. So I guess it was true. Then I asked him if this creature could go in your dreams like the Rake does.
I interviewed a girl who had a dream about a crawler, and it was a consistent dream. And in the dream, she would wake up and she was confronted by this crawler.
And he had only really heard one case of that. But his final theory was...
And you read Chad Lewis's book, the Wendigo. The original description of the Wendigo is just like a crawler. But I now think that they probably are the same being, or at least very similar to each other.
So to wrap it up, the Rake isn't real. They're based off of something called crawlers, and he thinks those might just be the Wendigo. So I think this case is solved, kind of, and no longer